everybody, and welcome to a very unique and special episode of Popcorn Zogs and Zombie Dogs. That's right.
Popcorn zombies.
Zombie pop dogs.
A lot of people...
Oh, that's way better than what I had.
A lot of you might be saying, is that legal? And we will make it legal. This is both podcasts at
I
once.
officially declare Popcorn Dogs and Zombie Dogs merge.
I am just going to say this feels a lot like when Conor McGregor won the flyweight and the middleweight championship for the first time. He was the first champ in UFC history.
Isn't that guy like a horrible person?
He's not a great person.
Give
but
me your belt.
His rise was really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I was glad when
and then
Dustin
he got
slept
to the
him.
top and it all went downhill after that.
You know, when you cheat on your wife, commit multiple sexual assaults, and get addicted to cocaine, it's not going to go well for you.
Yeah.
My name is Brad. We are part of the Hair of the
Not
Dogcast.
addicted to cocaine.
Part of the Hair of the Dogcast network. Check out all the other amazing shows. And I don't know what theme song we'll put for this. Either way, it's a little bit from Moonglow, so that's good. Who else is here?
No, you put on that sick Resident Evil movie soundtrack that Marilyn Manson did. You guys remember Marilyn Manson?
He's not a great guy either. But
He's also not a great guy either.
We're gonna talk about that soundtrack.
Yeah. Dude, it hits.
What's your name?
Stoy.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've been here.
yeah. It's having a baby will do that to a person.
Yeah, my name's Tyler, still babyless. Got a lot of Magic cards, though. I went to Magic Convention yesterday, and
Hell yeah.
I spent some money.
Where was it at?
I was at the Baird Center.
You had a busy weekend this weekend.
Yeah, and then I played like 7 hours of Magic in 2 days.
So
That's a lot of magic.
I know, it was great. And then I also went to a music festival both nights because I went to Burn Bright. So I was playing Magic by day and Mosh Pittin' by night.
and sleeping by never.
I did get a lot of sleep.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's important.
Magic and a mosh
When you
pit
get to be
will
our age.
tire you out.
Yeah.
I got my first full night of sleep.
Is this your bed down here?
No, that's my dad stayed.
Oh, that's
here.
your. Okay, got it. All right.
But I slept 10 hours, and I haven't actually felt not like a ghoul until today.
You woke
Damn,
up
I
like
can
a,
even imagine sleeping
like a
10 hours
stone
now.
man.
After so many 4-hour days,
Yeah, it
you
adds
will.
up.
You'll do it.
It adds up.
Today on Zombie Dogs, we're talking about the Resident Evil feature film from 2002. And we're going to go over some of like the unmade scripts and stuff before we get to the movie. But just off the top, this is a movie that I absolutely loved back in the day. This was kind of when Resident Evil was, I think, having a pretty big peak moment because those first 3 PlayStation 1s and Code Veronica, they were all very big. And then this was like right before Remake, right before 0, right before 4. There was a lot of momentum. And this movie was a pretty big deal when it came out. Loved it back then. And upon rewatch, it's achieved like guilty pleasure status for me. There's a lot of things that I like about it. It's still, I wouldn't call it a great movie, but there's a lot of things that I find more enjoyable than I should probably.
I was the exact opposite. Didn't like it when it came out.
Okay.
Yeah. It took me a couple watches to understand it, to know that, okay, this is lore adjacent. Because you
Yes.
can make stories in the same universe, different stories than what you're used to in the video games. And it took me a while to understand it. Granted, it was like 19, 20-year-old Stoy that was like angsty.
That's because Leon wasn't in this and you said 0 out of 10. I read your reviews back in the day. No Leon, 0.
My written review on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they told a good, interesting story, especially with the whole AI thing. But I was like, there's no characters from the original game in here at all. The only mention was like one thing at the end that made me go, whoa, cool. But yeah, after a couple watches, I actually started liking it. I started appreciating the story that they were trying to tell.
Yeah. It's definitely its own thing.
Yeah. It tells it in a different way, and I can appreciate stuff like that.
And now, Tyler, you can take the belt off. Tell us how you feel.
When this movie came out, I thought it was just okay.
Yeah.
And then in rewatching it, I fucking hate this movie. I hate this movie so fucking much. This movie sucks ass. This movie lands in Doom territory.
Oh no!
Yeah, it is.
That's harsh.
It's a fun watch if you're kind of hammered and you're hanging out with your buddies. But I sat down to watch it like a grown man, sober. and I was like,
That's dumb.
I don't like this.
Tyler, that's dumb. Watching this movie sober is not recommended.
I watched this movie before noon one day. This was the first thing I did one day.
Wow.
If you were really hungover, that might work.
I was stoned.
I did watch it
sober.
recently at night, with the lights off. I did
might
have
have
a
been
beer. I
better.
did have a beer in hand, so maybe that's why I was like, I haven't seen it in 20 years. And
There's one scene that's iconic from this movie.
The dog kick?
No, the lasers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would say those are both iconic.
Yeah, the dog kick is pretty cool too. But overall, I was just like, as a kid, I was like, nah. And then as an adult, I'm like, nah.
What I think works about this as an adaptation of Resident Evil is those early games just have such a B movie charm, and this is B movie extreme.
it's a B minus, yeah.
There is no good character development. This is schlock. This is bad one-liners. This is stupid action moments.
Some of the worst dialogue delivery I've heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
I would say across the board. There's only one actor I think that is doing a fine job, and that's the role of Kaplan, who is like the hapless guy who winds up in charge. He has some emotional depth almost. The rest of them are smoldering. They're just like making faces at the camera and delivering bad lines in a straightforward manner. I heard somebody the
I don't
other
know,
day.
Michelle Rodriguez did fine.
She just looks fine.
Yeah, I think she did fine.
She just looks fine.
Yeah, I mean, she plays her role very well. She plays Michelle Rodriguez in this movie.
She's only ever played Michelle Rodriguez, but
Exactly.
she does it well.
But she does it well. Yeah.
Yeah. But before we get into the rest of that stuff, we can talk first about some of the unmade scripts. We briefly touched on this before, but we're going to cover this again for the film. There was the Alan McElroy script. Now, this was a German production company. Constantine Film bought the live-action film rights for Resident Evil in January 1997. They jumped on it very quick. They hired screenwriter Alan B. McElroy to write the script. At the time, he was writing the film adaptation for another video game, Doom, which was ultimately not used either.
I wonder what that one was. Because the Doom that we got, yeah.
Couldn't have been worse.
Yeah.
June 1998 version of PlayStation Magazine published an article about McElroy's Resident Evil script described as action and horror-packed and very violent. The script was similar to the original game. Some changes were made. For example, there was no mention of Umbrella Corporation or stars. Kind of seems like you need them.
Kind of seem important.
That's like bare minimum.
yeah.
And there were no zombies. It was actually just a
That's
romantic comedy.
About two hapless.
It was
Teenagers.
about Stoy and Leon.
How to lose the plot in 10 days.
Big time. It followed a special forces team sent by the government to rescue scientists from the Mansion laboratory after the SWAT team sent in earlier was killed. I can see some of the riff they're working on.
Yeah.
During which they realized the mission was a trap and that they are specimens in a medical experiment. The script included all major characters and monsters from the game. This script was, however, rejected.
I've always had a problem with like the Resident Evil lore in and of itself of just like we're just going to be conducting live experiments all the time, so let's just loosen this virus amongst all these people.
What about if we fuck a frog in the bug
Yes,
with the virus?
with the virus. Yeah, let's see how it happens. Oh no,
my
did it
attention.
escape? Oh no,
What about if we
are you hot?
Yeah, I'm always hot.
Wow,
Tyler is naked
He
right
just
now.
all of a
everyone
sudden
knows.
like took his shirt off. Now it's like,
I haven't
geez.
seen this many nipples for almost an hour.
This movie makes me hot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, this, I just never understood with a lot of video game crossover shit that happened, especially back when, in the heyday of family video, you know?
In the heyday.
The late 90s, early 2000s, they would make video game movies, or they would do like video game comics, or they'd make a movie into a video game. Whenever there was a crossover, they fucked it up and it was never any good. Just take the first fucking game in the
Now-
mansion and do it.
Now, I would make an argument for Paul W.S. Anderson, one of his first films, Mortal Kombat.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
still
all
watch
of
that
them
Raiden
sucked.
and Liu Kang fight scene on YouTube every so often.
I mean,
I go back.
You cast Highlanders Raiden.
Yeah,
Something's going to work there.
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I just don't understand why you don't take the mansion. It's a perfect setting for a horror movie and just do that.
I really hope Krieger is doing some sort of a riff on that. I know it's not going to be the mansion, but like trapped in a place. I just want to see characters looking for cranks. Is really what I want.
Yeah, that's really all I need.
If I don't see somebody
see
pick up
green
a
herbs.
seal and just be like, what does this do? I'm going to carry it for the rest of the movie. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be happy.
And
It's like, I got this scratch on my arm. I'll just rub some green herb on it.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody take a zombie bite, roll a joint, smoke it, and be like, yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I could totally see that.
That wasn't the only script attempt, though.
So, what made my my young teenage heart happy was George A. Romero was tasked on doing this. Now,
Oh, I thought it was Claire Redfield's jean shorts.
Now, Stoy, this man, he knows a thing or two about zombies.
he
correct?
knows a thing or three
Yeah, I think
about
he
zombie
might.
movies. Yeah, I mean, Night of the Living Dead, like the magnum opus of the 1960s or something like that.
I think it's 68.
yeah.
I have a horrible revelation to make for y'all. I've never seen.
They did remake it
Not a
in the
revelation.
90s.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was in it.
Well, I've seen
Got his head brained.
Yeah,
right in the
isn't
beginning.
he does the line like, they're coming to get
Ooh,
you,
they're gonna come to
Barbara.
get you. Like he
Yeah.
gets his head like smashed on a.
Yeah.
That was good. So
I've never seen a George Romero flick, but I know he's Mr. Zombie Guy.
He-
Which, if anything, I'm maybe glad they. Well, let's talk.
Yeah. So, in 1998, George A. Romero directed a television commercial for the video game Resident Evil 2. The original game's director Shinji Mikami is a fan of Romero, I mean, as one would be, and has been influenced by his films. The commercial was only shown in Japan, but impressed Sony enough for them to ask him to write and direct Resident Evil. You think, like, if you were in a group, in a big room, who do we want to? You think that would have been the first name to come up, no matter what?
If you're pitching a zombie movie in the late 90s, yeah,
You're calling this guy right away.
that's the guy you're
Yeah.
probably going to be like, we should at least talk to him.
I would go Carpenter.
Yeah, and this is
Also a great choice, but Romero is probably the first name in the chat.
It's
Yeah.
too obvious to me.
yeah, but
The guy's done 7 zombie films. Let's get somebody else to bring some new life to him.
It's like you're doing
I don't think anybody was doing it as good as he was at this time.
it's like you're doing a fantasy draft
Yeah.
in NBA 2K, and of course you're going to take like Luka or LeBron first. Like
Yeah.
that's just going to happen.
I would never play that game. So
Game's broke.
Romero stated that he had his secretary play the entire game through and record the gameplay so he could study it as a resource.
Smart.
What a boomer mentality. I mean, at least he wants to understand the source material.
he acknowledged, I will never beat this tank control monstrosity. Someone beat this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Imagine that secretary, though. Like, my job is on the line. I got to beat this shit.
Yeah, right. I've never played a video game in my life. Romero's screenplay was based on the first Resident Evil game and included characters from the video games. Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine were the lead characters involved in a romantic relationship. Barry Burton, Rebecca Chambers, Ada Wong, and Albert Wesker were also to appear. The ending to the film would have been similar to the first Resident Evil game. In a 2002 interview in Fangoria, Romero stated that he wrote a total of 5 or 6 different drafts, but that they were rejected. 5 to 6 different drafts.
Yeah. He wanted it. He
Yeah.
was working on it.
He really was.
It's heartbreaking. You think about Guillermo del Toro moving to New Zealand for 2 years to make a Hobbit film that never got made.
Yeah, I wonder if he didn't. I wonder if he just leaned into the zombies and kind of like brushed the umbrella, the mutation side, and just wanted to focus on a zombie movie.
Well,
A lot of George Romero films delve in the human psychology of zombie outbreaks, like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, even Night of the Living Dead. A little bit more personal stories, whereas zombies are like almost supporting characters.
the real
Yeah.
monsters
Is-
are humans.
Are humans.
In
yeah.
Dawn of the Dead, the
we
real
are
monster is
really the Walking Dead.
consumerism.
Yeah.
And
That's
to
really
me, it's
it.
actually the scientist that makes someone fuck a frog.
In Day of the Dead, the enemy is the mall itself. When you think about it,
Land of the Dead, it's Dennis Hopper.
yeah.
He is a villain.
He's really good in it.
Even when
Yeah.
he's a good guy. Robert Kulzer, head of production, said that although he felt Romero's script was good, the film would have received an NC-17 rating if it had been approved. What
was in there?
Yeah,
man?
exactly. I want to know what was in there.
Was there penetration? Like,
Because some of the gruesome, gory zombie death scenes in a lot of his movies were gory. Like, holy crap, he got away with this.
Oh yeah, I had the NC-17 director's cut of Land of the Dead, and that scene where the military guy gets his head ripped off from
Yeah.
the jaw. I was
Very
like,
cool.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I have seen that part because I've
Yeah.
seen special effects documentaries.
Yeah. He also said that the producers thought that McElroy did well with his script, but they had but they had rejected it because by the time it was finished, the second game would have been released, and they felt the film based on the first game would appear dated. I mean, this was like 2 years.
This is just textbook. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who don't play games, and you would have netted that audience. It's like when they made The Last of Us for television. The first season was pretty damn good, and it was a lot of people who had never played the games really got into the story.
Yeah.
And then they realize, why would I ever play the game when it's just movie.
Yeah, but they just released the third remaster and remake of it.
It's like the
You should buy it again.
It's like the 6th time they've done that.
That was a PS3 game.
I know.
That was a PS3 game.
There should not be that many versions of a PS3
really shouldn't
game
be.
right now.
Yeah.
But then we enter
My man.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
My man.
Yep, not the Paul Anderson you're probably thinking of.
No.
Not P.T. Anderson.
WS.
W.S. Anderson.
WS.
There's 2 of them. And
Did
one
he
is-
do the House of the Dead movie too? Was that
I
him?
believe so.
No, that was Uwe
No,
Boll.
yeah.
That was Uwe Boll.
No, Uwe Boll is bottom of the barrel. Paul W.S. Anderson.
That's being generous.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say a rare positive thing about Uwe Boll.
No. That's being generous. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Paul W.S. Anderson, however, is an English filmmaker born March 4th, 1965, in Wallsend, which, ask me where that is. Don't know.
England.
Probably in England
Somewhere in England. Yep.
At the age of 9, he began making films with a Super 8 camera because that is how all directing lore starts.
That's the lore.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's like
it's
your
canon.
starting weapon.
It's canon.
After attending the Royal Grammar School in Newcastle upon Tyne,
A bunch of English fucks.
Yeah, right.
he became the youngest person ever to graduate from the University of Warwick with a bachelor's in film and literature. Now, as somebody with a bachelor's in film,
It's useless.
it doesn't mean a lot.
I was going to say, is this a flex?
Also,
It is
could it not just be the grammar school? It's like, oh, this is the Royal Grammar School.
Royal.
This is the Royal bathroom.
You must wear your vest at all times.
Where is your vest, Paul?
The shorts are too short.
Mr. Anderson.
Go back and get your tie clip right now, or you will be expelled.
I'm going to make movies, mate.
You'll hear, Mr. Nettingworth. I'm going to be a big-time movie director. You just watch.
You're 9 years old. Go home.
If you are enjoying our accents or not enjoying our accents, please write it.
Yeah, please comment.
I know people don't like it when Dylan and I do them. So
Anderson began his professional career as a writer for the British crime drama comedy series EICID,
maybe.
Or is it
ECID?
El Cid?
Something like that.
El Cid,
El Cid.
which ran for 3 seasons from 1990 to 1992. He met producer Jeremy Bolt, and they co-founded Impact Pictures in 1992, looking to raise money for Anderson's feature film debut as a director from an action crime drama script of his own called Shopping.
Sounds like
Riveting.
Sounds like a reality show.
Yeah.
Shopping. We're going to go a little bit into Paul W.S. Anderson's filmography more than we would for regular popcorn dogs because this guy is responsible for 6 movies we're going to be talking about. Even if he wasn't directing, he was very much involved in all of these.
You need to know the man. There will be a test.
We need to know this man. So, Shopping, in the near future, young Billy, played by Jude Law, is released from prison and meets up with his girlfriend, Jo. Immediately, they steal a car and go shopping. Their term for crashing the vehicle through the window of an upscale store, then stealing everything they can. Billy's return to the streets draws the ire of both the law and rival crooks, like the merciless Tommy, who sets his sights on getting rid of the upstart criminal for good.
I'm already in.
Sounds all right.
This sounds cool.
The censors of the BBFC were not happy with the film's violence and delayed its release for months. This is called publicity.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is the longer you wait.
When it was eventually released, critics banned it, and some cinemas banned it for promoting an irresponsible outlook.
Wait, this movie came out?
Yeah,
Oh, I can watch this.
you can.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the U.S., it received only an edited direct-to-video release 2 years later. Don't watch that one.
What was so violent about it? I'm just curious.
We will look into that one
Okay,
later.
all right.
Shopping is Anderson's only British film as he grew up watching American and mainland European films, never imagining himself a British filmmaker. When Shopping was accepted at Sundance, American studios noticed its impressive look and style, despite its relatively small $2 million budget, which led to opportunities in Hollywood for Anderson.
They saw the price tag and they were like, we can do something with this guy.
He accomplished something stylish and shocking for cheap.
yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
And it got his name out there, whether it's, a good reputation or a bad reputation. Or what, how's it saying? Like, bad publicity is good publicity.
Uwe Boll gets up money to make movies.
Yeah, they keep looking at his resume like he's made all these movies. Let's keep him making more.
Yeah.
So Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, I mean that in an awesome way. Using a script written by Kevin Droney, the film was based on the first entry in the video game franchise by Midway Games, Mortal Kombat. Although elements and characters were borrowed from the original game's sequel, Mortal Kombat 2, Anderson became interested in the project because he often played the game at arcades. The production company decided to hire him based on the accomplished visual flair of Shopping, which was filmed on a very low budget.
They also saw his initials on the cabinet as a high score, and they were like, "This guy knows.
This guy knows.
Oh, this guy
yeah.
fucks.
Yeah, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Let's get him in here."
Anderson, who at the time knew nothing about visual effects or fight scenes, had to study every book on visual effects that he could find and learned about filming the fight scenes while they were being shot, often consulting those who were experienced in fight choreography on set, such as Robin Shou.
Liu Kang.
Yeah,
Now-
Liu Kang, yeah.
I watched a making of the second Mortal Kombat movie.
Ooh,
Wow.
Annihilation.
And the first, he was very revered for the way that he approached the fight scenes in the first one. A lot of people were really, really happy with his direction and how he was like, I don't really know. How does this work? And his collaboration with people who knew more than him, glowing reviews from like stunt coordinators and actual fighters that were in the first film.
And it's also nice when you don't have to have your actors doing a lot of the fight scenes. Well, besides Robin Shou, who actually is trained,
Yep.
and Lyndon Ashby was also okay. But when you just have the ninjas, can be anyone.
Yeah.
That's like Darth Maul looks great. That's because you fucking just put the guy that knows what he's doing out there.
I thought Reptile. He was an actual, like, I forget who the actor was, but I do remember he was actually like one that was like trained.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't a stunt double or anything like that. But the film had extensive reshoots in order to add additional fights based on feedback from test screens, which were attended by fans of the video game franchise. That was the funny thing about the Reptile and Liu Kang fight. The baddest fight scene in the whole movie.
In a bad way.
In a great way.
Oh, you mean
honestly.
in a great way. Okay.
I mean that's in a great way. And they put that in last minute. They were like, we need another fight scene. Well, let's just like throw this fight scene in there at like near the end as they're walking toward the, final tower. And it's like, let's just throw it in here. And it was like the best fight scene in the whole movie.
And me personally, I really liked Scorpion and Johnny Cage. Just the
Oh, yeah.
visual flair of that forest. Like, there's a lot of really cool moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus those are like my two favorite Mortal Kombat characters, so
Yeah, for
sign
sure.
me up.
Yeah. That was a good matchup. The production company decided to release Mortal Kombat in August of 1995 in the hope that the film would become a summer blockbuster. It spent 3 weeks as the highest grossing film at the U.S. box office. That's saying something. Nowadays, it's not that way. And earned over $122 million worldwide, produced on a budget of $18 million. It proved a major success for Anderson and had become recognized as one of the first financially successful film adaptations of a video game, which I would agree with.
I think it's one of the better ones.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Still holds up to this day. I think it took what made Mortal Kombat fun, and it's just like, let's just make a good fighting movie.
And then watch the production company fuck up the sequel.
Let's take this movie and
And
throw
run
it
it.
in the toilet.
I can really
and make a sequel.
I can always watch Annihilation, guys.
Yeah, I know. I can't detach myself enough to watch
It
it.
gets to the point where it's so bad, it's good.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's
At some
Tommy
point.
Wiseau film.
It goes all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Gandhi in Civ 4, where if he gets too nice, he becomes a maniac.
Oh my God.
That
You're
used
always
to be a
talking
thing.
about Gandhi. First you get naked, now you talk about Gandhi. Who have you become?
I'm going to shave my head when I get home.
My head gets too hot.
After the success of Mortal Kombat gave Anderson free rein to choose his next project, the science fiction action film Soldier, written by Blade Runner screenwriter David Peoples.
I love this movie.
Peoples' script, and eventually the film itself, contains references to his work on Blade Runner and can be considered to be taking place in the same universe as a side sequel or standalone sequel of sorts. Kurt Russell became attached to star, but decided to take some time off to build up his body as required by the role, which delayed production.
He did get pretty jacked.
If Kurt Russell needs time, you give him time.
Yes, exactly. That's the guy you want in your movie.
In the meantime, Anderson directed the 1997 science fiction horror film Event Horizon, written by Philip Esner and starring Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill, despite praise for its visuals and production design. It failed to break even, which Anderson blamed on a tight post-production schedule and studio-enforced cuts. It later sold well on home video and gained a small cult following.
That's a shame it didn't make money because it was a really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
I will always watch Event Horizon. I think that the concept is better than the execution, but it's such a cool idea that I'm willing to like squint when I need to just make it all look right.
Yeah,
It's such a good idea.
it really is.
And I really like that this was his, all right, I got fuck you money from Mortal Kombat. They're going to let me do what I want now. Same reason I'm so excited to see what Coogler does after Sinners, because now we can really just go and has the paycheck to do anything.
Yeah.
So it's exciting when a director does that. Event Horizon, it's cult status for a reason, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Soldier was, however, eventually completed and released in 1998, but was critical and commercial disaster, making less than $15 million in the U.S. on a budget of $60 million.
Yikes.
Ouch. And releasing straight to video in several other markets.
Double yikes.
That's
Yikes.
bad.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Anderson has expressed his regret that planned location shoots had to be changed to studio sound stages due to the El Nino hurricane, which ended up compromising the film's look. He also verbalized his disappointment with Warner Brothers, whom he believes tried to market the film to the same male teen audience as Mortal Kombat rather than grown-up audiences, including women. Hey, ladies like movies too.
I mean, Soldier was not a...
Well, the other night I tried to watch Blade 3 with the wife, and she said she was tired of these Blade movies. Well, so you're saying they do like movies, though?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to.
Have you started with Blade 1 instead?
We actually
Maybe that would...
we watched Blade 1, and it was Blade 2, and she's like, I don't think I have another Blade movie in me right now.
She didn't even make it to Trinity.
We watched When Harry Met Sally instead, which is really good. I had never seen that.
That's a good one.
We will watch Trinity at some point.
Okay, all right.
Ryan Reynolds.
Taper your expectations.
But he wears a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Fuck You." And
Yeah,
that's the funniest
hilarious,
thing anybody's
dude.
ever done in the world.
Ryan Reynolds playing as Ronald Reynolds, dude.
That's all
I
he's
love
ever
that.
done.
It's unique.
There's one movie where he plays a psychotic person with a talking dog and cat. Watch it.
Isn't that movie like named after a number? It's like
I forget the name of the movie. We actually watched it one time. It's very funny. And Ryan Reynolds voices the dog and cat characters, and he winds up killing people.
Oh.
And the dog's like, you should go ahead and give yourself in now. It's probably bad. And the cat's like, no, do more.
so. It's like Angel and Devil.
It's really funny. It's really good.
I think it's like the Nines or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. After these last two films' poor performances, Anderson was forced to put his planned remake of the cult film Death Race 2000 on hold, and he set about writing and directing the 2000 supernatural mystery drama TV film The Sight, starring Andrew McCarthy, meant as a pilot for a potential series, received high ratings, but it was not picked up. So in 1995, Paul W.S. Anderson's low-budget film Mortal Kombat became one of the first commercially successful video game adaptations. After playing Resident Evil, Anderson saw its cinematic potential and wrote a script titled Undead, which he described as a ripoff of the game. Bernd Eichinger, head of Constantine Film, was enthusiastic, so Anderson developed it into the script for Resident Evil. In late 2000, Anderson was announced as director and writer, and this movie re-entered pre-production phase for like the third time. Anderson stated the film would not include any tie-ins with the video game series, as underperforming movie tie-ins are too common, and Resident Evil of all games deserved a good celluloid representation.
I mean, I can understand the thought process because you want to have enough little like hooks to get the gamer population in, but you also want to make it understandable to the point where like non-gamers, not people that haven't played the series, can understand it.
I appreciate what he's going for. It's just a shame he made a fucking shitty movie.
I think it really works. I actually really like it.
I think I'm more angry because
I really do. I feel like I'm right in the middle here.
I think I'm more angry on the rewatch because in my rose-tinted glasses, I always thought like, all right, well, the first one is the best one, and then they go downhill from there.
You're not. No, you're still right.
I'm still right.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize how shitty they started off.
You got to go in expecting it to be Barry Burton dialogue from Resident Evil 1. You got to go in expecting it to be B-movie schlock, because there is no seriousness or gravitas to these characters. This is stock 2D characters in bad action scenes with a soundtrack that fucks way above its pay grade.
Yeah, if they just had any semblance of acting in this movie, if there was any delivery that was just better than mediocre,
Oh man.
Yeah.
then you might have something cool here. But every character pisses me off because they can't act. It's very bland. It's stupid.
They didn't get any direction. Paul was like, yeah, that first shot, good, perfect. Let's keep it.
But the laser's going to cut the knife so you know it's strong.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is my motivation? Oh, not to get killed by the lasers.
Perfect.
That's it. That's all I need.
You're scared of lasers.
What's my character motivation? I didn't think that part through. Okay, just jump.
Just pretend there's a very poor CG liquor on this wall.
Now you're like the tough soldier
Look
lady.
up and be scared.
Yeah.
Directed and written by Paul W.S. Anderson. Besides the previously listed films, Alien vs. Predator, Death Race, The Three Musketeers, Pompeii, Monster Hunter, and In the Lost Lands. So I forgot he did Monster Hunter.
And everyone even forgot it existed.
Yeah. I totally did too.
starring Mila Jovovich.
Yep.
Who saw that coming?
Is that his wife? That's his wife,
That's
right?
his-
Those two
yeah.
hooked up on the set of this film.
Yep.
And never stopped.
Cinematography by David Johnson. Nothing that's really been notable before this film, and nothing after besides our Resident Evil Extinction. So, edited by Alexander Berner. Nothing before this movie. Sensing a trend. Would go on to edit Cloud Atlas and Jupiter Ascending.
With the
Oh my-
Wachowskis.
Yep.
2 10 out of 10 movies.
I haven't seen Cloud Atlas. I've heard it's either a love or a hate. Jupiter Ascending is really bad.
Yep.
Is
In
it
a
okay?
fun way. Channing Tatum plays a dog that Mila Kunis wants to bang.
Yeah.
And there's also like rocket fly skates.
It is weird.
Eddie Redmayne, though, is feasting like he is in a B movie, which is fun.
Okay.
Just
Composed by
back to the cinematographer for a second. I think this film does have a pretty good look. I think the set design and I think the camera work, they often do a lot of like weird angles, kind of emulating the games. Most of the time, I think the cinematography is functional in a good way.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think there's certain dramatic scenes that work really well. I know there was like one scene in particular where I think they were watching like it panned from like a live shot to like a CCTV shot.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, that's kind of a unique little camera angle that they did. And then the liquor scene at the end that was pulled straight from the game.
Yep.
You know, I was like, that's kind of cool, nice little touch.
Yeah.
You know, but the music was composed by Marco Beltrami and Marilyn Manson. The film score and soundtrack were composed by both during the mid-2001s. Manson described the score and soundtrack as being more electronic than his previous work. Both of them shared the same philosophy in music design to create moods over simply just making a score, with Manson creating unique, distorted samples from unusual sources, such as a clock. Can definitely hear that. In some cases, stingers were composed, which bled from sound effects, such as when Alex first sees a dog, using a long hissing-like sound as if coming from the animal. In one case, one of Manson's samples terrified the sound designer's dog, which is, I guess, makes sense. Manson wanted to invoke recurring themes in the film with a distorted childish melody when associating with the Red Queen, coldness for sterile laboratories, and a more militarized feeling for the sanitation team. The main theme was created by Manson imagining a theme for Alice in Wonderland, then distorted with breathing and electronic sounds.
Now,
I can totally hear all that.
I do think that Marilyn Manson has his head way up his own ass. And
Yes, he does.
Is kind of high on his own supply and mostly a fucker. He is feasting here.
Yeah.
And Beltrami, he's a well-known composer as well. The soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
And the main theme, which has got like that Alice in Wonderland vibe they described, kind of like lullaby, kind of droning thing with like a lot of heavy metal distortion.
Yeah, especially at the end of the track, yeah.
The soundtrack really works for me.
Yeah.
And I hate Marilyn Manson because I just know he's turned into like, he always was kind of a weird sex pest, it turns out. But this soundtrack on its own, I think is probably the best part of the whole film franchise.
I do really like it when they take like industrial metal like bands and have them do soundtracks. Like Trent Reznor is a perfect 1-to-1 ratio for
So
his
good.
ability to do soundtracks for films.
Yep.
I would love to see what like I'm blanking on his name. Rammstein.
Till Schweiger.
Till
yeah.
Lindemann.
Till Lindemann, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see what
Close.
Who's Till Schweiger?
Who knows?
I would love to see what Lindemann could do with a movie. I think that would be really cool. Or what's his nuts? Jonathan Davis from Korn. I think he could probably do something pretty fun.
He could do Children of the
Queen
Corn
of the
remake.
Damned. Queen of the Damned.
No way.
Yes.
He did that?
He did a lot of that.
No shit.
Yes.
I like that.
That
I was right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You were right.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
right.
right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Queen of the Damned.
Fuck yeah, I'm cooking.
He did a lot of the songs that he did in the soundtrack were kind of like put within like kind of like these two mixed up. I don't know who did the actual score for Queen of the Damned, but I know Jonathan Davis like did a lot of the guitar
He
and
did
like
the,
kind of like
the
melody
grunty
stuff.
beatbox stuff.
Yeah.
I knew I'd get both of you doing that.
Korn is like the one new metal band I still listen to outside of a little bit of Limp Bizkit when I get kind of drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say I go to Limp Bizkit anytime I feel a little silly.
His redemption arc has been good,
Limp
Bizkit?
Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
where he just shows up as an old man.
Yeah.
His directing
Dad
debut,
vibes.
The Education of Charlie Banks, I really liked that movie when I was a kid.
Oh, cool.
Didn't he also direct that John Travolta film?
I think he did.
I think it's one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
He also directed a music video for himself where he's like, I'm going to make out with Halle Berry for 3 minutes.
Oh, he did that?
So we salute you, sir.
All right. Well, whatever. You're the director, man. You do you.
So
That's like Tarantino writing Selma Hayek puts her foot in my mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a 10-minute scene.
You give a director an inch, he'll take a mile.
She hurts in my mouth, the whole foot. I'll write it longer if you don't let this happen.
Yeah.
I love that she was like, I thought I was wearing a toe ring before the scene. And he's just like, no, you weren't.
Nope.
Mine now.
Stroking his soul patch.
Make her feet dirty.
I don't want her washing.
Now that we have the production crew set aside, time to move into the starring cast of this train wreck. Mila Jokovic as Alice.
I love your
Jokovic.
To me, it's I've heard Mila Jovovich.
I am going to pronounce everything phonetically, and I have never not done
You're
that.
gonna add letters too.
Yeah. I have learned to say certain names.
That's fine.
Like I call him Titus. He calls it Titus.
Yeah.
It's because it is.
But I'm
I also call him Titus.
I'm
so
over 30 now. I'm allowed
yeah.
to be wrong and stick to my guns.
Yeah, man. You're too old to change.
Old man yells at Titus.
Yeah.
You might know her from Dazed and Confused, The Fifth Element, and Zoolander.
Multipass.
I would argue she's I hate being mean, a horrible actress.
Yeah, she was a model, obviously.
She's a great model.
Yeah, and then decided to go into acting.
Fifth Element might be her best work.
I think so.
Because she just needs to look confused a lot.
Yeah, and she's speaking a foreign language pretty much most of the time.
Dazed and Confused, I thought she was pretty cool, but she's not like a super main character in that.
Yeah.
I think that she also is diminishing returns like this franchise. At least in this film, she plays some range. After this, she is only badass.
Mm-hmm.
This one, she's confused. She's flawed a little bit.
Yep.
What was the
Naive.
alien movie that she did that was super dumb and confusing? I don't know. Encounters of the Fourth Kind or something like that.
No.
With all the owls. And it's like she's doing like piece to cameras during it.
Oh.
It's a bizarre movie. Weird choice.
You might know her from being inebriated at the Keeleys recently.
Yeah.
As soon as she walked out there,
Hey, she was having a good time.
I texted the Discord. I'm like, oh, she's drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she was having a good time. Whatever. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing
at
here.
A company party in February at the beginning of the month, and I had anxiety for 3 days.
I don't want to go back to work.
I didn't even do anything or say anything stupid. I couldn't imagine getting on stage and being on television drunk.
Imagine
right.
getting blackout drunk on a podcast, and then you have to edit yourself.
Yeah, you're listening back like, I don't remember saying that.
It's really hard to psych yourself up to
Yeah.
listen to that.
Yeah. That's why that episode came out a month later.
It was delayed.
Michelle Rodriguez as Rain of Campo. Fast and the Furious, Blood Rain. Oh, the Blood Rain.
Oh,
movie.
God. That was Uwe Boll, too.
Yep.
That movie got moved.
His magnum opus.
That movie got moved to the adult section of my family video because so many middle schoolers rented it.
Good for them.
Yeah. Avatar, Machete, D&D, Honor Amongst Thieves. I like her in that.
She's great in that.
Yeah, she's good in that one.
She's always kind of only played herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her best role is Fast and the Furious.
She campaigned to get in this movie. She was obsessed with the game. She was like, if there's a Resident Evil movie, I want it.
I do like Michelle Rodriguez for what it's worth. Like every time I see her in a movie, I'm not mad that she's there.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually quite pleased. First time Vin Diesel threw on a car, I'm like, am I a man now?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Do I like cars?
I like cars, Corona, and family.
And badass bitch.
I gotta go tell my family I appreciate them right now, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into street racing when I get my license. Eric Mabus as Matt from Cruel Intentions, which I think my mom owned on DVD when I was a child.
A movie you should not have seen as a child.
Movie I watched as a child.
He was also in The Crow Salvation.
That's the weird sequel, right?
That was the weird sequel, yeah. That came out after City of Angels.
Which is the
Ew.
second one.
Yeah.
Because they made three.
made four.
They made four, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
This guy sucks. He was a really bad crow.
Oh, that's right. Now you're unlocking a memory for me
Yeah,
now.
because Kristen Dunst was in it.
Oh my God, dude. I
Yeah,
haven't watched
dude.
it. I think I watched that movie one time and it was the year it
That's
came
about
out.
it. That's about it. That's all you need to do. Yeah, that was it.
Speaking of Kirsten Dunst, I heard a rumor Small Soldiers is getting a sequel.
Why?
Why?
sequel?
Go home. Get out of here.
That was one of my favorite movies as
I
a
am
child.
Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites story.
Okay.
I have the blue guy.
Commander Chip Hazard reporting for duty, sir. I mean,
It's such a good movie. James Purefoy.
That was a blast. That was a pull from nowhere. That's
some
cool.
reason
Yeah.
they got the soundtrack they got Led Zeppelin on the soundtrack, which was notoriously impossible. For some reason,
For Led Zeppelin to do anything, yeah.
for Led Zeppelin to be on any movie, they signed off on Small Soldiers. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
How did you do that?
It was the Gorgonauts.
It was the Gorgonites.
James Purefoy as Spence Parks from TV. What is TV? It just says TV.
It's a thing. It's like movies, but it's like schlock.
Oh, so he was in TV. I didn't know if there was a movie called TV, which would have been dumb.
There is a movie called TV, but
Probably is somewhere, yeah.
yeah.
A Knight's Tale, John Carter, and he played Skellen in the Witcher TV series.
Pretty cool.
Martin Cruz is Chad Kaplan. He's in a lot of TV, and he's Butler in Dead or Alive.
He's my favorite.
I have not seen Dead or Alive in a long time.
He's my favorite performer in the film. He actually looks flustered, scared,
Yeah.
out of his element.
She wouldn't shut up, so I had to fry her.
Yeah.
Peak Oscar cinema.
Yep. Kaplan. You get the only passing grade on acting for the film,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Gold star.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one? You're going to have to work for your meal.
And the dogs. The dogs did a good job.
Yeah.
Colin Salmon as James One Shade. Also in a lot of television.
When your
Yeah.
name is James Shade, don't go by the code name One. Just
One,
go by
yeah.
Shade, dude.
I don't
You
think they
have
really,
the nickname built in.
I don't think they really referred to him as one even in the movie.
We learn about his name when he gets resurrected, or this is revealed to be a clone of a person later.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, he shows up in the later films.
Oh, great. I can't wait.
He is also in a lot
you
of television.
know nothing about what's
No, I
going
don't.
on.
Yeah. I haven't watched anything past 2.
Oh boy.
The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, Alien vs. Predator, Mortal Engines, and Nobody.
Yeah, Shade is fine. He's good. Principal photography began for this film March 5th of 2001. Half of the film was to be shot in Alstershof Studios in Berlin and its surroundings. The film was originally titled Resident Evil Ground Zero when it was considered a prequel to the games, but the subtitle was removed following 9/11.
I remember this. I was like, ooh. Yeah, that's probably a good call.
That's a whole lot of
Yeah,
fine.
it's a good call.
The character of the Red Queen was added to the film's story as an homage to Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I like the Red Queen. She's awesome.
You're all going to die down here.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic line.
Yep.
During production, professional dancers were hired to star as zombies as they had better control of their body movements. While computer effects were used on some zombies, much of the undead appearances were accomplished through makeup, while their movements were a more laissez-faire approach. As Anderson told the actors to move kind of however you want. You think a zombie might? Just have fun.
Have you ever watched the Walking Dead auditions for zombies? They would just get a bunch of people and put them in a big group, and they'd be like, be a zombie. And they're not like in makeup or anything. It's just people who want to be extras on the show. And then people would walk around and be like, that one,
Intense.
that
Wow,
one.
that's
Bring them
interesting,
out.
yeah.
But it's so funny when you tell somebody just be a zombie. At least they knew that it was a Walking Dead zombie. They kind of had like
An understanding.
an understanding of what to do. I can't imagine if it's like Resident Evil. Somebody hasn't played the game. It's like, all right, cool.
Just be a zombie. Do
I
what
get
you
to
want,
do
man.
whatever I want.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to eat your brains.
Yeah.
Not him.
I guess
He's
that
out.
makes sense why some of them look like stilted and just like, a mannequin, and others actually looked more fluid.
Yeah. They have a scope.
One was
Yeah.
just skipping the entire time, and they're like, get him out of here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Put him in front of the camera. Close ups.
No guffawing. We've
That-
said this.
I think that guy completely fell over. What the hell?
Is that person eating a pocket sausage? Whilst filming, there was a shortage of manpower where the available dancers were not enough to represent the required numbers of the undead, but some of the Capcom's executives and several of the film's producers, including Jeremy Bolt, agreed to make appearances. The film's stunt coordinator also made an appearance as the dog trainer, while Bolt's girlfriend and sister both appeared as zombies.
That's fun.
That's really kind of interesting.
Something I forgot to put in here while they were making the movie, Mila Jovovich signed on to be in the film. She was very excited. And Michelle Rodriguez, another badass action lady, she also signed on the film. And Mila Jovovich noticed that the script started shifting over to give Michelle Rodriguez's character, Rain, more to do and more scenes. And then Mila threatened to not be in the movie. She was upset. There was a bit of a kerfuffle. Those two were not happy with each other for a while. Then
I hate this.
Then she was given more scenes. Oh, this is not dissimilar to Jason Statham and The Rock. Like when they are in movies, they are contractually, you're not allowed to punch me more than I'm allowed to punch you.
Yeah.
It's I understand where she's coming from, but she was threatening to not be in the movie. And then I'm thinking that's when they maybe added the dog fight, because that is very out of nowhere and not connected to anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, there was definitely a moment where they were upset at each other.
I guess that's not surprising, especially considering how it ended with Rain's character.
Marketing for this film. In March 2001, the official website was set up, which revealed the film's original October 26, 2001 release. It's not going to make that.
I don't think it's not going to make it.
It's not going to make it. In January 2022, the film was officially announced to have an R rating, although Anderson decided not to make it as gory as the games. Originally, it received an NC-17 rating, and Anderson had to make cuts. The uncut version was teased, but never released.
Like, NC-17, I mean,
There's already
you have to really push the envelope there.
We get side boob.
Yes.
We get butt.
Yep.
We get zombies. I don't know what you're going to do besides...
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
I mean, that's kind of the everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Penetration.
I think it's just
Maybe.
gotta be penetration is what...
Maybe, yeah. Well, I know what is there. There's a limit of like how many times you can say the word "fuck" in a movie, right? Like
No.
500 or something.
No, because
I
Scorsese
heard
and
that-
Tarantino would do
No,
it.
I heard that with the South Park movie.
Things were different back in the day, though.
Yeah, in the South Park movie, I remember like
No, but Goodfellas also goes pretty hard.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do. But I think the limit's 500 because I think the South Park movie was like 499.
There's the
They
Joe
stopped
Pesci-
right before.
There's a Joe Pesci clause where he's allowed to say what he wants.
Yeah,
Everyone in film is like, we agree Joe Pesci gets a pass.
yeah, he gets all the F words. We don't.
For every F word, every fuck that Joe Pesci says, it takes one fuck away from the rest of the cast. So it's like a
I
counter
think that's
spell.
fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Someone told Scorsese when they were making Goodfellas, like, you probably shouldn't have him cuss this much. Like, this is bad. How's it going to play for TV when we have to do it for that? And Joe Pesci goes, oh, I didn't know we were making TV movies, Martin.
Yeah.
And Scorsese's like, he's cussing.
He does what he wants.
Oh, I didn't know we were making TV movies.
Yeah, he's right.
In December 2001, Sony gave fans a chance to design the film's poster with a prize of an undisclosed amount of cash and free screening of the film.
$20.
Stoy is raising his hand.
I made a poster for this movie. I made a poster for this movie. Yep. I
Okay.
remember. It clearly didn't win. I basically I photoshopped I think a forest and woods in the background, and then I took I don't know how
It was a
probably
picture
through
of you
Microsoft
and Leon
Paint.
Kennedy.
I took the Chris Redfield. I took Chris Redfield's outline in the opening intro where he's just kind of like, the scene, the opening intro where the camera goes up to him. I screenshot it. I got a shot somehow, and I like made a black outline of it, and I put that in the forest. And I think like I put in like the producer notes and stuff at the bottom. I had a whole thing. I worked really hard for that on that poster. I clearly didn't win, but I was proud of myself.
Do you have it somewhere?
No.
You nowhere ever?
Nope. I did.
How did you send it to him?
I basically through email.
Do you have access to that email?
That's 25 years
That's
ago.
25 years ago.
That's a tall order.
I know.
Yeah.
Nothing on the internet is gone forever.
I'm thinking because I know I think my parents still have a lot of our old PCs. I'm gonna go digging.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go digging.
Worth a shot.
I would love
Worth
to see
a
it.
shot,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I like
Yeah.
an undisclosed amount of cash. You remember how much cash they offered? Here's $20, kid. You can
Yeah,
see the
probably
movie.
nothing.
Yeah, because in addition to an undisclosed amount of cash, you got a free screening of the film, with the final design being the film's poster. On February 16th, 2002, Nick DeBars,
Sure.
Yeah.
a 23-year-old aspiring actor and ex-video game magazine designer, was announced as the winner of the competition.
son of a bitch.
He's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
That's like if you let LeBron James do the half court competition.
or like put him in the G League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair. Resident Evil was released on March 15th, 2002 in the United States of America. Release March 15th, 2002. Wait, what?
Sorry, I put that twice.
It's in there twice.
You will read anything in the teleprompter.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Oh, that was perfect.
Wow.
And now I have to leave it in.
Different movie, but
In
still
case you weren't
applies.
following along, it was released March 15th, 2002 in the United States of A. Budget of $33 million and a box office of $103 million. Rotten Tomato score of 36%. That's generous.
Yeah,
and in
that is-
2014, filmmaker James Cameron named Resident Evil his biggest guilty pleasure. Damn you, John.
That makes it one of the
James.
best movies of our time.
Critics hated this movie. A lot of people went to see it, made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what do the critics ever know?
Exactly.
So you're saying it is good?
I'm saying
Are
I
you
have my
You're
own
saying you
opinion.
agree with the critics this time around.
I hate this movie.
Yeah, it's. I didn't put any of the reviews. Like, there's a lot of really funny reviews of people saying this is the worst movie. This is lowest of the low. Horror fans will be disappointed. Video game fans will be disappointed. Yeah,
All valid saying, you know, I mean, it divided a lot of people I knew that were big Resident Evil fans at the time. You know, some people that just like saw it and walked out. I can't wait till we talk about Welcome to Raccoon City. I have even more conflicted feelings about that one. Not my Leon. Nope.
So let's get into it. Let's get into the film.
Deep underground, in a top secret research lab, security has been breached. A deadly virus capable of contaminating the entire world has been released.
Oh my god. We have to get out of this building. What was that? It's the brakes!
It's okay, we're here to help. Now, an elite team has been sent in to stop it.
5 hours ago, Red Queen went homicidal.
Who's the Red Queen?
State-of-the-art artificial intelligence.
The corporation's keeping a few secrets down here.
But they have only 3 hours left before it begins infecting and mutating the whole human race.
Everyone stay calm.
You have to get out.
Don't listen to anything she says. She's a holographic representation of the Red Queen.
She may be our only way out of here.
How is she still standing?
She isn't standing now.
No one is immune. Resident Evil.
You're all going to die down here.
So the film, we open up. Act 1, confidential report subject, the events leading to the incident at Raccoon City. This actually is narrated by Jason Isaacs.
God, he does such a good job. I used to I memorized this at one point.
It's a
Can't
good,
anymore.
very solid opening, very
Yeah.
good introduction. You might know him as Papa Malfoy. He was in Soldier. He's a well-known actor, but I was surprised to learn that. First thing I wrote down in his notes, soundtrack fucks, dude. Just the whole opening soundtrack. They have that one, the only like daring cinematography where they start off with that really small, like pinhole sized shot, and then it just kind of expands with that like Alice in Wonderland sound.
They are cooking at the beginning.
Yeah, they are.
Underneath Raccoon City, a genetic research facility called the Hive is owned by the Umbrella Corporation. We see another day at work underground. We see fake windows, fake skylines. People are going about their business. A thief steals the T virus and breaks in the Hive the Hive on his way out. We see a man carrying his coffee. He gets bumped by someone.
Thank you.
Yep. And the whole opening sequence, I find it's pretty great. Facilities artificial intelligence, the Red Queen seals the Hive. Labs fill with water.
A
Elevators.
woman gets decapitated by an elevator.
I didn't like elevators for a while after seeing this.
I still won't.
Yeah, I sure didn't either.
I'm always afraid when I step out, it's going to split me in half.
Yeah.
Maybe a hot take. All of the characters in opening here, I would rather we follow these people and have the entire movie them trying to get out of the Hive. You have that one lady whose head gets cut off. You have the guy who spills the coffee. We have that blonde lady who winds up being Matt's sister, who is a secret spy.
There's no fire here.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yes. So we see people panicking. Everyone's like, oh, it must be a fire alarm. A woman attempts.
I am sorry, I skipped ahead in the notes, but I was like, I can't wait till we talk about that part.
The labs are filling with
I jumped
water. Labs are filling with water, and the elevators halt. One of the everything's like the water's rising. This guy grabs an axe and hits one of the windows, and a tiny little speck of glass falls out.
Yeah.
Why do you have an axe there?
It's a fire axe.
Well, you can't even break a window.
Because how else you got to fight a fire?
Oh, it has water shooting capabilities.
Yeah.
I also thought it was like
Am I the only one that knows this?
Fire axe of water +7?
Yes.
It's called safety placebo. They put it there so that people feel safe,
Feel
knowing
safe, yeah.
that it's not going to do anything when they finally decide to kill them all.
Oh, it's like airplanes when they tell you to put your oxygen masks on. You're not going to survive.
And breathe normally.
Yep.
Make sure you put yours on first, though.
Yeah, exactly.
The elevator halts. Everyone has this moment of, oh, it's probably nothing. And then it seems to be getting worse. The power goes out. And then the elevator next to them free falls.
Yeah.
I'd be freaking out.
It's very simple. All you do is you time your jump to when it hits the ground, and you'll be fine.
You know what you're
Perfect
actually
every
supposed to
time.
do in an elevator when it falls?
You're supposed to lay flat.
Lay flat.
Separate spread out the impact, break every bone in your body.
That way it's better than maybe like only the bottom half of your body breaks before you die slowly. You'll just all die at once.
I mean, that makes sense. That's the way I'd want to go.
If your parachute doesn't deploy, they say like try to land as wide as possible to disperse the impact.
That's the way I would do it.
That's why I'm just never going to jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Yes.
Take that, gravity.
They're able to squeeze the elevator door open a little bit. They see bodies everywhere. And she's like, I can squeeze through the hole. She squeezes
Just push me through.
She squeezes her arm and her head through the door. And she gets stuck. The elevator drops down. And it stops right before she would be getting decapitated. This perfectly illustrates the Red Queen is not just doing this for safety, because if she was just trying to kill people, she would not be toying with her food.
She's fucking with them. She's playing with her food.
She is playing with her food right here.
Yeah.
But then pull me back in. She's freaking out. Then the elevator shoots up and crash to title screen. I love the opening quite a bit.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. I remember seeing it in the theater and just all of us going, oh, like collectively. Like perfect scene of like being in a movie theater of just like everybody witnessing at the same time. And then like a 2-3 second like black screen pause and getting everybody's reaction afterwards. I remember we all were like, oh, damn.
That elevator sequence, iconic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I would say that's a way to start a movie.
Then we see Alice waking up in a bathroom naked in a deserted mansion. Wouldn't you know it, she has amnesia.
Oh.
This is in fact a video game movie after all, because everyone gets amnesia. She has amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
A red dress is laid out on her bed, and that has become rather synonymous with her character. That red dress, I believe, became DLC for some outfits for some characters, I want to say.
I forget who.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
She also finds a letter that says all her dreams come true. She does something that I really like. She starts writing it out herself to see if it's her own handwriting, and it's not.
That was like a cool little small little thing that they did. I like that.
I almost think that couldn't have been something Paul W.S. Anderson wrote because it's actually smart.
Mm-hmm.
I've
It
heard
was Michelle Rodriguez's idea.
Maybe, yeah. That's why Mila hates her. She keeps coming up with these good ideas.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
She begins writing it out. The mansion is very large. She finds a picture of her wedding, but she is unsure who the man is. The massive estate that she wakes up in is actually a former barracks used by the Nazi Party in Germany, if you didn't know. According to the cast and crew, it once housed one of Hitler's top regiments during World War II, and the upstairs of the structure featured padded cells with a one-way mirror, which were used for interrogations. Dark as shit.
Now, this is the real.
That's the real
Okay,
stuff.
the real. Okay, I was going to say, is this like written
This
into
is
the lore?
this is outside of Raccoon City.
Of course, yeah.
I was a little
Raccoon
confused. I was
City,
like, how
Germany.
did I miss the German reference here? But
Yeah, I thought that too, and I was like, maybe. Well, this was filmed in Germany, so
An unknown person tackles her as a group of commandos led by James Shade breaks in. The soundtrack again begins to fuck very hard. I'm a cop. I just transferred. Probably not even a file yet.
And then Michelle Rodriguez, blow me.
Report. Everyone is very ADR in this film. Additional dialogue recording for those that aren't sure what that means.
yeah, but we start to get the bad line deliveries.
Yeah, I don't know. That opening line of Michelle Rodriguez, still the best.
She can deliver lines
Yes, she can.
occasionally
Yep.
in this film. The
Full-
blow me line makes me laugh
Full
really hard.
mouth, blow me.
Alice's attacker claims to be Matt Addison, the guy who tackled her, who just transferred as a cop in RCPD. Now, Stoy, why does that make you upset?
Because it's RPD.
Get it right.
Get it right.
You fucking hacks.
Yeah, if you're trying to make something in the lore It's RPD.
That's how they should know he's not a real cop, because he didn't even get the name right.
They should all be 1.5 feet tall, running in it like a bunch of trash pandas.
Yeah.
That's what the police officers are. That's why Leon is so confused when he gets there.
First day on the job. Great, huh?
This is not true. Alice and Matt are ordered to go down into the Hive with the group, because you should definitely take unknown agents, like someone who might be impersonating a cop, into a time-sensitive secret mission. There are people outside. Leave them.
Leave him. Yeah.
If you're going to be back in 2 hours,
The guy
cuff him.
followed, flying the helicopter. Throw him in the helicopter.
But no, we're going to bring them, these unquantifiable, unknown agents, down to a time-sensitive secret mission. They find another amnesiac, Spence, hidden in their train. Of course, his body falls out. He's like, I don't know who I am. Oh, it could be true. The gas makes people have amnesia for a bit.
Yeah.
Great throwaway line.
Yeah.
Great throwaway.
Nice expo dump.
Yeah. So they find another amnesiac, Spence, and it is quickly clear to Alice that is the man in her wedding photo.
Yeah. Doesn't know what their relationship is at this point. But.
And it's even explained to them a little bit. The commanders explain that everyone in the group except Matt is an employee of the Umbrella Corporation, and Alice and her partner Spence were assigned to guard the Hive's secret entrance beneath the mansion under the pretense of being married. We don't know if this is a loving marriage. We don't know if it wasn't. We don't know much about that. But at this point, we know that they're married. They both have amnesia, and they're going into the Hive.
Mm-hmm. So, Act 2, now we need to know what's going on here. The audience is given a 3D breakdown of the Hive and its 500 staff, because we always have time for story exposition.
We do.
The Red Queen...
It's a cool map.
Yes,
I will say, this is a good
kind
map.
of cool.
Little hologram map.
What's going on here? And then a little elbow grab, and then he's like, show them. So, of course, naturally, we're all prepared for this story dump. The Red Queen went homicidal and killed everyone in the Hive. The squad is sent to retrieve the Red Queen's hard drive and determine the cause of the incident. On the way through the Hive, they encountered Dining Hall B, which is, in fact, not a dining hall, actually. Instead, we find a room with a bunch of human-sized storing crates. Dry ice and smoke covers the floor. That was kind of funny, where it's like, it's supposed to be a dining room, but...
I'll eat anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just eat on the floor here, whatever.
Who's eating the people?
Yeah.
Oh, it becomes a dining hall in the end.
So they reach the final hall to the Queen, and this, of course, requires extra defenses broken down, but Kaplan turns them off because he's a smart boy. Shade walks down the ominous hall, which is a bunch of mirrors and a bunch of lights everywhere.
It's a weird-looking hall.
It's a weird-looking hall. Like, something happens here. We just don't know what. So, of course, the Shade walks down the ominous hall, which comes back to life. A laser defense system kills Shade and 3 more commandos outside the Red Queen's chamber. And the athleticism of this man, where he jumps up onto the roof and then, like, flattens his body.
He reverse planks in a pull-up.
Yes. Yo.
Do you know how hard that would be?
That is hard. That's hard.
If I had to hang from something, I would die.
Yeah, exactly. Most of us would. We'd be like, I'm not making this. But he just, yeah. I mean, obviously, movie cinematography, whatever, can make it happen. But damn,
this sequence,
still badass.
The sequence fucks.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part of the entire movie.
There's that scene where he's like ready to jump again, and then all of a sudden it turns into like a honeycomb pattern, and he's like, shit. And then all of a sudden...
Why not start with a honeycomb pattern?
Because she's toying with her
She's toying
food.
with her. She's playing with her food.
I like that, and you have Alice screaming at Matt like they're fucking dying in there.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm almost got it.
Yeah.
And I like that as soon as he hits stop, it's right after the grid has moved through Shade.
Yep. And then all of a sudden you see...
We see the
pieces.
chopped up bits.
Yep.
He hexagoned himself.
Yep, sure did. Yep.
Awesome.
Cubed. I don't remember what shape it was.
And now Kaplan's in charge.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the man. Then of course they the rest of everybody, Kaplan goes in first because no one wants to go in there. So Kaplan goes in. Clearly the hall is safe. He's got to walk around all the blood.
Also, if they're like, he's like, oh no, it's fine now. Their defenses are really off this time. I'm like, you said that before.
Yeah,
and you just honeycombed our boy.
How about
exactly? You honeycombed everybody.
Just you go first. We'll wait.
Yeah, the guy that gets like Ethan hand chopped off. And he's like, stay away.
Yeah.
So they go in, they try to kind of disable the systems, and all of a sudden you hear, get out, you can't be in here.
Love her voice.
Yeah, you have to get out. I wouldn't advise this.
If she
I
was
implore you, please.
If she had a New York accent, wouldn't be scary.
No, it wouldn't be.
British
It's got to
accent?
be a British accent.
Little British girl, terrified.
And then you're all going to die down here.
When she does that like dramatic turn, right as they're about to do it, she looks right at him.
And then Kaplan shuts her off right away.
The original ADR, she was supposed to be from Alabama, and it didn't hit right.
You're all going to die down here.
You're all going to die. Get out. Get out. You can't be in here.
You can't be down here. You need to get on yard. Later,
I wouldn't advise this. I implore you, please.
I do not advise this, to be honest.
Y'all gonna die. It's gonna be real bad
y'all
for y'all.
Y'all gonna die down here.
The Boston accent. Get out. You can't be. No, that's Australian. Get out. You can't be in here.
There's a guy to both now.
Yeah, right. Despite the Red Queen's pleas for the group to leave, Kaplan disables it, causing the power to fail and all the doors in the hive to open. Of course, what happens when you open all the doors? This releases the zombified staff and containment unit holding liquors. Creatures created through the experimentation with the T-virus.
This is
go back to our past episodes to learn more about how this is done.
So at this point, they don't know. They haven't learned yet what happened down there. They're down here to discover.
They
why
haven't
the Red
encountered
Queen,
a single zombie up until this point.
Yeah, their biggest threat is lasers and elevators.
Yep, really.
and they want to know why the Red Queen is doing this. But they're already in. The doors are locked. They are not going to get out with the Red Queen alive. So they really have no choice. But the trade off is all the doors are unlocked.
Yeah. Okay, we can just get out. We can just walk right out, right? We got what we came for, and we just walk right out.
Why is it that? I mean, this is why I prefer analog to digital. The door should stay locked for liquors.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. Have to be part of the protocol. Mm-hmm. I don't mind if they survive whatever we're going to go through.
Yeah.
Just keep them locked down there.
Just keep them down there.
So the Horde attacks the group. JD dies while the rest are separated. During that moment, Rain loses her keys, and Matt, taking advantage of the chaos, sweeps the keys to escape his handcuffs.
This action scene.
Poor JD. I missed him.
This action scene, I think, is kind of lame.
Yeah. It was like a lot of like still shots of them just standing still, like firing off a few rounds. Nothing acrobatic.
It was just smoky black backgrounds.
Yep.
I don't know.
Rain did a turn or something like that. Didn't she do a roll?
She does some dramatic acrobatic nonsense she doesn't need to do. At one point earlier when they're trying to get the train started, she jumps down to an elevator shaft with a light in her mouth. I'm like, it's so well lit.
Yeah, but the sound effect, I forgot to mention that. The sound effect of her putting that flashlight in her mouth is like seared into my soul for some reason.
I think I know the reason.
Yeah, it's just in a good way.
That was the whole poster. Was just the flashlight. In her
really,
mouth.
it was just all. That was the whole poster.
That was your poster.
That's why I don't want to show you guys the poster. Later on, we get to some Alice fighting some zombie dogs.
She fights some dogs.
Zombie dogs.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. She fights us three.
She fights.
Bark, bark.
So we show up. Yeah. Woof.
Your acting is overrated.
Yeah, you need to tone down the barking. Traditional gore makeup was not applied to the dogs, owing to concerns they would become distressed and lick them off, rightfully so.
Respect.
And PETA would probably get involved. Instead, they were covered in food, which would give the gore effect without risk poisoning. Unused sauce was used by the crew in their burgers. For the shot of Alice kicking a dog, a rubber dog head was constructed, which would be held up on a stick for Jovovich to kick. A totally CG dog was considered, but this was turned down when they were quoted $80,000 for a CG dog.
She's really mad that she doesn't have as many scenes as Rodriguez.
She will kick every dog.
She says she wants to kick every dog. What can we do?
$80,000 for a scene to placate her.
Yeah.
We've also reached full pronunciation of Jovovich because we have Jovovich, and Djokovic.
Yes. So we got all three different ways of doing it.
One of them must be right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to refrain and call her Mila.
Mila sounds about right.
Okay. This scene I think is cool. The dogs look good.
The dogs do look very good.
The music starts off like there's no music, and you hear it coming around the corner. She closes the door.
Yep.
And she turns around. There's like three more dogs outside. Mm-hmm. I think they look great. I think this is fun. The kick is quintessential stupid action.
It really is. Yeah.
She jumps up and does like 3 steps off of a wall and turn to kick. Probably never going to be the right move.
But she unlocks a core memory in her head. She's like, holy shit, I'm really good at combat. How the hell did this happen?
Leveled up in her skill tree.
She literally does.
See, this is storytelling through action.
Exactly, yeah. This is why. Paul W.S. Anderson.
She remembered she used to be the governor of
Genius
South Dakota.
of our time.
And she used to kick dogs all the time.
Yeah. Because, they just needed to get kicked.
Yes.
Alice starts regaining her memories while Matt finds his sister Lisa, unfortunately, who is one of the zombies. Alice saves him, and Matt explains that he and Lisa were environmental activists. Lisa infiltrated Umbrella to smuggle out the evidence of illegal experiments and shut Umbrella down.
It was too simple for her to chain herself to a tree. She had to go big.
Yeah.
She instead chained herself to a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bold move. It very rarely ever pays off.
We recognize her from the opening, and we see a sequence then Alice as a vision.
Yep. A vision of her talking in the parking lot, or not a parking lot, in a park.
parking lot.
Yeah. In a park, Alice remembers that she was Lisa's contact in the Hive, but does not tell Matt at the time. The survivors reunite at the Red Queen's chamber, where the commandos explain they have 1 hour before the Hive traps them inside automatically. Alice and Kaplan activate the Red Queen to find an exit. They rig a remote shutdown to ensure her cooperation. She says the infected will not be allowed to leave. I mean, rightfully so. It's probably smart.
At this point, the script is moving fast enough.
Yep.
I'm on the ride. I haven't the credulity band is fine with me here. That's a Popcorn Dogs term
I was going to say credulity, but
it's where like you want things to get silly, but if something gets way too silly, it breaks and then you're out of the movie. We were talking about how in
Con Air,
it snaps in the first 5 seconds.
that's true. Yeah, that's true as well.
How do I live?
You're telling me a veteran punched a dude to death in a parking lot and he went to jail?
Yeah.
The pain
in
is
the
gone.
South?
Yep.
In the South. Yeah.
But it's moving quick. The idea of them getting trapped, but in the Hive, like the cinematography, like all of this, it's B-movie enough to where I'm cautiously having fun.
I don't care about a single one of the characters. All of their deliveries are bad, and it's boring. It's just, the laser thing happened, and she kicked a dog, and I was like, that's the one time I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm just like, can we go back to like the opening where there was like panicked people and shit?
We need to try and have fun with this right now, Tyler, because the next 5 movies are going to be a lot harder.
No, but this one pissed me off. The other ones, I know what I'm getting into because I've seen like 4 of them.
I haven't seen the last one. They go back to the Hive.
They
do?
know.
Okay.
I think so.
What's the one where she's like cloned 97 times and she's a superhero?
It's the last one, isn't it? Is it the last one?
We're going to be...
Okay, all
we'll
right.
have fun.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait.
It starts getting weird.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because they keep throwing fan service characters in them. It's like, hey, this one's got Chris Redfield in it now.
Yeah, well, once we get to motorcycles going through stained glass, my brain turns off, and I'm like, cool.
Dude, the motorcycle going through a church window was peak for me. Like, I stopped watching the movies after that.
That's actually when they ended.
2.
That whole movie ended then.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's when I stopped watching.
Trust
I was like,
me, it doesn't get better.
cinema. That's it.
Once
I'm
they
done.
start shitting all over Jill Valentine's character, then you get upset.
Yeah. Don't touch my Jill Valentine.
Next up for our band of merry heroes here, they escape through maintenance tunnels. Zombies are ambushing them, and a reanimated JD bites Rain before she shoots him, killing him. They reach safety except Kaplan, who is bitten and separated from the group. Meanwhile, Alice is remembering at this point that there's an antivirus very conveniently in the lab, which would make sense.
I mean, it would make sense, yeah.
If you developed a virus, at least do your due diligence and create an antivirus.
Kaplan, he is bit, and he gets separated from the group.
Yeah.
And he tells him to leave him. He has 1 bullet left.
Yeah. And you think he's going to turn it on himself. You hear the gunshot, and then all of a sudden you see a zombie fall over, and then the iconic, "You're going to have to work for your meal."
And we don't know what happens.
And he
then.
escapes.
And if you don't die on screen, you're not dead.
You're not dead, yeah.
Even in these movies, if you die on screen, you will be back for the sequels.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious rules.
Spence's memory returns, revealing he was the thief who stole the virus and purposely released the T-virus in the beginning. He hid both the T-virus and the antivirus on the train. Spence then turns against the others, but he's bitten by a zombie before trapping the survivors in the lab. Is this the point in the movie where we do the whole flashback and we see him bump into the coffee again?
Yep.
The coffee
Yeah,
guy?
you see the whole flashback. They're playing Spine Shank in the background.
This part is okay for me.
Yeah.
I like now that we're having a realization. Something's happening. I'm slightly interested again.
Yeah.
Amnesia.
Yeah. It always comes conveniently back at some point.
When amnesia was discovered, script writers and authors rejoiced.
And JRPG writers too as well.
They're like, thank God, all of our plot problems have been solved forever.
Yeah, and then Christopher Nolan made Memento, and they were like, fuck, he did it good.
He actually
did
made
it
it
good.
new.
Damn it. Spence retrieves the antivirus, but is killed by a licker. The Red Queen offers to spare Alice and Matt if they kill Rain, though, because they're like, "You have to kill her. She can't leave. She's
Kill
been
her
bitten.
now."
There's there's an antivirus on the other side of the door." I don't know why Mila has a British accent now, but yeah, the Red Queen.
You actually did a much better delivery than she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very hard. Yeah, so they're arguing back and forth. Kill Rain, and I'll let you out. Power outage occurs. Kaplan appears. Having shut down the Red Queen and opens the door.
Head fryer.
Yeah, because there's like this, it's supposed to be really intense. Like she's supposed to kill her with the axe, and then like it cuts 85 times, and it's like, do it, ah! And then she hits
like,
the
"Do it
screen.
now."
I don't know why I remembered her like hitting handcuffs. I thought she was gonna like
You're
hit.
thinking of Titanic.
Maybe that's
We literally just watched that the other day. Great movie.
oh, fantastic movie.
Yeah. But yes, so she's looking bad. Rain's looking pretty bad.
She's looking a little rough.
Yeah, she just needs that antivirus though. It won't stop the bleeding, but
Yeah.
Every fucking time there's a zombie movie and you're not taking care of the zombified person, and then they try and portray it like you're the bad guy for saying they shouldn't be allowed. We should take care of this. Everyone is wrong.
We can save them.
Well, in this one, there actually is potentially a chance
Yeah,
to save
right.
them. We do get to see more of the liquor. The liquor design here, sometimes good. Some of the CG, it's like Power Rangers movie level.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the iconic scene of Spence when he got eaten up by the liquor. You know, that scene it's straight from Resident Evil 2 of the liquor just like kind of like slow motion, like moving its tongue. I mean, that was a pretty cool scene, but man, that design was.
It looks good when it's up on the ceiling because it's upside down, which does some to obfuscate some of the CG. There are some shots though which looked really, early computer graphics.
Yeah. Keep in
Sometimes
mind, I imagine they didn't have much of a budget here in this point either.
they did have physical liquors made too for a couple shots where it's like ramming things. I almost like the restraint of having the liquor be the big bad. They could have. I mean, you also kind of want a tyrant.
Yeah, I know. There was no tyrant in this movie.
They'll take the gloves off later.
they're getting to it.
Yeah.
So then Alice is going to get the antivirus on the train, and then she gives it to Rain, and she's going to be totally fine, and nothing bad's going to happen to her.
After,
Hold on, let me check my notes here for a second.
There's a line. I wish I could kiss you, bitch.
Yeah,
She says that.
I could kiss
I
you,
could kiss
bitch, or
you,
something?
bitch. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking, when you told me about the story between Michelle and Mila, I wonder if that was a dig
Well, they liked each other at the end of the film
at the end of the K, right?
because they both got what they wanted. So
Oh, okay, right. So they
Yeah.
both made up.
Yeah, and then I think Rain's going to be fine. Nope, it's here. Rain turns into a zombie and attacks Matt. Yeah, so that's bad. She dies anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kill her.
The scene afterwards, the music of that was very dramatic. I remember because like you had this like immensely like chaotic industrial soundtrack, and then you had this very emotional scene of like Rain succumbing to the virus after the antivirus was injected, and I was like, man, this is a really sad scene right here.
I don't know if they earned it.
I don't know. No, they didn't. It was like really out of place.
Tyler, how do you?
I get what they were
They
trying
did
to
not
go
earn
for.
it.
I get what they were trying to go for, but I was like, this is supposed to be a very emotional scene, but I'm out.
Yeah, it's also supposed to be a good movie, according to some people.
It's B movie.
Yeah.
Now this
with a capital B.
This on a hotel television at 7:30 p.m. when
This
you
is-
get in after a long night.
Well, that's
This is the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, that's right in the slot.
This is the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yes, this is airplane television. You have 4 options, and this is one of them. This will do.
Yep, this will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renting it on Amazon. I spent money on this. So yeah, they shoot Rain, and then they're about to leave, but then Matt starts mutating, and then a bunch of hazmat people.
I feel like did we skip the whole liquor fight?
We did skip the liquor.
I mean,
fight.
on the train when like they like
Yeah,
they
we did
close the
skip that.
doors or they open the trap doors and the liquor falls through and
then
like
the-
gets burnt up by the tracks.
Remember the giant bundle of metal pipes that are all not organized, all
Just
mismatched?
hanging out there for no reason.
And I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch!
it's a big hammer.
What is that term? Something shotgun.
Chekhov's
Chekhov's gun.
pipes.
Chekhov's gun, where if you show a gun in Act 1, you need to like use it later. I saw those pipes. I'm like, I know what's coming on.
Yeah, that's clever. Yeah, it's foreshadowing.
They ram it with the pipes. They drop it through the floor. They like slam a stick through its tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And then this
To
is
trap
also
it in place,
when Rain turns.
Yeah, she
Open the
attacks Matt.
doors now.
This is a fun little climax, I think. I mean, for this movie, this is pretty good.
The liquor fight isn't bad. I do like when Rain turns. She has a really nasty,
Yeah.
her zombie face is very good.
Yeah,
I was
the
like-
mouth opens really wide, in case you guys haven't noticed that.
Wood.
And there's 4 flashlights in it.
Yeah. I was going to say,
It's like
I don't know
staring
if you guys noticed that,
it's like
but damn,
staring
that
at-
mouth opened wide.
We were watching it and you pause it and you were trying to draw how many flashlights
Yeah,
you could fit
exactly.
in there.
Like how many flashlights? So I had an actual flashlight.
Yeah. You were just holding up to the
Just was
screen.
like, it's cold. 3
Stories-
flashlights in here.
Story's just like Bill Hader and It Too, just staring at the dead lights.
The train actually was named Alexia 3000, I think, after the train from Resident Evil 2. That was kind of a neat little gaming thing.
and
there.
after Alexia Ashford.
Yes, exactly.
That's true. So they kill the liquor, they kill Rain. They're about to escape. Matt starts to mutate,
He gets little tentacles out of his arm.
it looks gross. And then a bunch of like hazmat, they're like hazmat suit wearing dudes run in and grab them all.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go back to the mansion. This is at the mansion.
Yes, they're in the mansion, and then this is later on.
Yeah, because
we hear one of them say, "We want him in the Nemesis Project."
yeah.
Yep, that's what I was trying to get to.
And 20-year-old me was like, yes,
This movie rules again.
yes, this movie's cool again.
It said something.
The one reference to the video games.
Well, they're setting it up.
Yeah. Yep.
And we'll see that later. But then Alice wakes up in an abandoned hospital in Raccoon City, and
I like this. It's out of nowhere, this sequence.
Yeah.
this is
at this
good.
point,
It time jumps a lot.
like logically, they could have just ended the film here. And they originally also, I don't know if they filmed it, but they had written that the ending would be her walking into Umbrella Corporation headquarters, like to the front desk, almost like in a Neo Matrix kind of way to break him out. But instead, she wakes up wearing 2 pieces of paper, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Mila just likes wearing like as little clothes as possible in her movies. So.
She takes off like a little needle, and she's able to like jam it into the credit card thing. Luckily, she knows how to do that.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well,
if
her
that'll work.
amnesia is
Her
mostly
amnesia,
gone,
yeah,
so she knows
mostly
she
unlocked.
has lock picking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the master of unlocking
And
after
then
all.
what this movie should have done is she's like walking through, and then she like gets a shotgun, she cocks it, and then that's like the end of the movie. And you see
Yeah.
like newspapers that say like the dead walk
And then it's
Yep.
a big pullback.
of what looks like Resident Evil 2 with all the fucking destroyed.
It's
Pretty
Raccoon
much,
City.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What they should have done is had her like just start walking up to the RPD, and then you hear like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And then it's Leon, and then
But you don't see his face. You just see his outfit or something.
You just see a guy do a backflip off a wall for no reason. In the
Exactly.
distance.
Hold your fire. I'm a human. The newspaper, the other little tidbit too, the newspaper that was in the opening cinematic of Resident Evil 1 was in the end part of this. That was also another thing I noticed that my little Resident Evil brain caught in the movie.
The intro of this film and the outro of this film work for me. It is all the middle part.
It's all of the inside of the sandwich. You like the bread.
Literally the inside of the sandwich, yeah.
You like the bread. Great bread on this sandwich.
Yeah, it's like someone gave me like just a peanut butter sandwich, but it's not chunky peanut butter. It's creamy, and it's like the thinnest layer of peanut butter. And I'm just like, you were so close to doing something great. I see the chunky Jif is on the counter. You could have just slathered this bad boy.
This is Subway, but with some homemade focaccia.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
I like it. The soundtrack fucks enough.
Yes.
And this might be just nostalgia speaking because I was fond of it back then. I can squint through the nonsense, and I appreciate bad ADR. I appreciate bad dialogue. I appreciate schlock. And I think Paul W.S. Anderson did a pretty unique and interesting attempt at an adaptation of Resident Evil, whereas so many adaptations are just horrible retellings of the first game. I appreciate that he did something different, and I enjoy this movie more than I hate it, which it barely reaches that. But I mean, to me, this gets a high C, low B.
Yeah, I think that would be fair. This was a tough movie for me to get into. I know it took me a couple watches to really kind of truly understand it because I think I felt like I should be liking this movie, but I don't. And I saw it. I remember seeing it twice in the theater.
You made a poster for it.
I made a poster for it. I was really excited for it. I saw it twice in the theater, and I was like, I really feel like I should be liking this movie. What am I missing? What's wrong with me? And then like. The more I watched it, the more I started to appreciate it. And even like watching it recently, I got that same feeling that you got of just like, this is just pure B movie schlock. I'm not taking, I'm just here for the ride, I guess, and here for the corny dialogue that just like is probably not supposed to be funny, but still made me laugh either way.
The story,
the delivery's so bad.
Yeah,
it's I'm not even on file yet.
And then the blow me.
Blow
I think
me.
one of the scene was like when Spence like discovered he was the bad guy, and then he like pointed the gun at like Mila, and he was like, "Well, fuck off."
Yeah,
I was like, "What?" Okay, sure. That was another scene that I was like, "All right, I get it."
The story could work, yes. Like I don't mind the story.
It's not a horrible story.
The amnesia part of it is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's such a
dumb.
standard trope that's just in everything these days.
If you did like eliminate the amnesia and just have them be part of the group that's going in to figure out what happened, that's cool. It's the delivery of the film and the bad acting and the fact that there's really no stakes with any of the characters that I give a shit about.
Yeah.
I mean, the one character that I kind of enjoyed was the bad guy. Because it actually turns out he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
I like the Red Queen.
Well, yeah, but she's...
I like that Shade can do that, like, pulling up plank position.
We needed more Shade in this movie.
Report.
Yeah.
I refer to
I said keep it tight.
She probably has amnesia. It happens with the gas.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just like typical.
Let's bring her down.
Yeah.
She might be crazy.
Maybe she's useful.
He doesn't even have RPD on his outfit.
Yeah.
The locals are inefficient. That's pretty common.
I'm a cop. Oh, it's so bad.
I'm not even on the file yet. It just like immediately breaks me out of it.
I love it. I love it. It's bad.
Yeah.
But just know it can get worse, and it can get worser, and worstest and worstest and most Worcestershire. It's going to get fucking bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, but
Luckily, we get some of the animated movies to bring us up.
Yes, exactly. And
And those are canon. The animated movies are actually canon to the games.
Yeah.
This operates on its own plane of existence. It's called the Anderson-verse.
Yeah, I would call this its own universe.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got his own universe at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Because he directed all of these, right? Did he do all of these?
No, he's involved in all of them. He didn't direct all
Okay,
of
all
them.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
He got a wife out of it,
Well, good for him.
and she got a franchise out of it.
Yeah. Good for her.
Any other thoughts on the Resident Evil film?
Like I said, it was tough for me, but once you can separate yourself, for anybody out there that's listening to this, that's like, I can't stand it because it's not close or even near the games. Just enjoy it for what it is. I know it's hard. It's hard.
The one good thing is this spawns a saga of incredibly shitty movies that just get more outlandish and more bizarre as they go on. It gets to the point where I've seen enough of them where I just have to marvel at it.
It's amazing.
Who is greenlighting these things?
Yeah,
Who
I
is
know.
seeing them?
And then it's like,
Are they making money still?
and then I would hear about like, hey, we got to throw in some fan service. Let's just throw in, let's throw in that big guy from Resident Evil 5 with the big hammer axe thing. Let's just throw him in there. It's like, hey, let's throw in another character, and then let's just throw in fucking Chris Redfield in here, or whatever.
What's amazing
So
is
put Wesker in like 4 movies in.
this affected the trajectory of the games. Now, this movie was such a popular event for Resident Evil.
Do you think that affected 5 and 6's development? Now that I'm thinking about it out loud?
There's a laser hallway in Resident Evil 4 that does not belong anywhere in a European island scenario.
You're right.
100%, the direction of Resident Evil 4 was at least a little influenced by this movie, and 5 and 6 became very action-oriented. I don't think that, it at least affected one huge sequence of that game, and maybe this movie was horrible because I really don't like the action direction that Resident Evil went too far down. So it's interesting, though, that, this is an important moment for the franchise, and it was a big part of the Renaissance, or like the 2000 section of this
Yeah, the early
timeline.
2000s, yeah.
Yeah. So that's fair. If you haven't listened to Popcorn Dogs, if you're only a Zombie Dogs enjoyer, we are a movie podcast. It's mostly just Tyler and I, and we'll discuss a different movie every other week, and then we rank them. And how this works is we have about 70 movies right now. We put it right in the middle, either moves up or moves down. We choose this or that. For the Zombie Dogs portion of Resident Evil, we will be ranking them against the Resident Evil movies themselves before we also integrate them into there. Since there's no other Resident Evil movies right now, this is the number one Resident Evil movie. It probably will stay that way
Yeah,
for a bit.
I'm going to say it's the top one right now. Are we doing like just live action movies and then the animated movies separately? Or
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they should be all together.
They can have their own ranking.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
All right, so we're going to go right in the middle here. Shutter Island or Resident Evil.
Shutter Island.
Shutter
please.
Island, please.
Okay, yeah, Shutter Island. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Resident Evil?
Guardians.
Guardians, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Evil Dead 2 or Resident Evil?
Evil Dead 2.
I feel like they're so similar for all the wrong ways. Evil Dead 2. I don't know.
I might say Resident Evil, but it doesn't matter since the vote's already there. Sorry, Tyler. Charlie's Angels Full Throttle or Resident Evil?
Charlie's fucking
Resident Evil.
Angels.
Resident Evil. Get out of here.
Resident Evil.
I fucking love Charlie's Angels
Good
Full
for
Throttle,
you, man.
though.
Yeah, this guy's
I don't think you do.
Firestarter.
We hated that movie.
MCG.
All right.
Mick G.
Iron Man 3 or Resident Evil?
I really hate Iron Man 3.
I wasn't a fan of that either.
Resident Evil.
I'm going to say Resident Evil, yeah.
Incredible Hulk starring Edward Norton or Resident Evil?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
I'll go Resident Evil. That's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
And that puts us at number 65 on the list.
It's respectable.
It's also the best Resident Evil movie we've covered, though.
Okay,
So
that's respectable.
So we'll take it.
What's last? Is it Long Legs?
It's Long Legs.
Yeah.
I wish there was something worse than last. We'd put it there.
Well, we might get there.
I'm sorry to all you Long Legs enjoyers. But
There are people out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This has been Zombie Dogs / Popcorn Dogs. Thank you so much for listening. If you want access to bonus episodes of Popcorn Dogs, as well as access to Zombie Dogs way in advance, because it comes out every other week for Patreon members or once a month for non-Patreon members. So you can imagine that extrapolates out. You're missing a lot of episodes. If you want to be a Patreon supporter, go to patreon.com/HairTheDogcast. Special thanks to Patreon supporters Philliam Birkin Wright, Brainsucker Brian Ward, Crimson Head Christy Nick, Kipper the Licker, Tyrant Melly, Jordan Hunter Alpha Hoff, Kelly Grid Digger Gutowski, Phil Just Lost Plagas Phil, thanks Tyler, Justin the Molded Melly, Ejot Blade of Alexia, Spetsnaz S. Kennedy, Tony the Progenitor Pepperoni, BG Burton, and Eddie Winters. We appreciate your support.
Thank you so much for letting us talk about the wonderful cinema that is Resident Evil.
And if you are an executive producer, you will be getting treated to a Doggies After Dark episode where I'm going to let Stoy make a full prediction of Resident Evil 9's plot before it comes out in a couple of days.
Oh, I also got something fun for Zombie Dogs.
Zombie Dogs.
Okay.
Wait, that's for the after show.
Tune in.
I'm not even on file yet.